and I'm a harpsichord player, which is this instrument. And I was born in Paris, and I studied in Paris too, but also in Europe, in cities like Trossingen, Munich, and Basel, which is where I live now. And now I still work a bit in all of Europe. I play as much as a solo harpsichord, but also chamber music, orchestra. It's been now a year that I'm playing in the Orchestre de l'Opéra Royal de Versailles, in Versailles. And yeah, it's been a year full of projects with him. And yeah, a very nice experience. So I started with piano, actually, when I was 6, but with a harpsichordist. And then I started harpsichord when I was 11. And then I stopped piano at like 18 and went on with harpsichord full time. So, as you can see, there are 2 manuals, which is a bit different than the piano, who has only one. And so it allows you to have different sounds available. So the basic one would be here. Which is a full, rich sound. And the one above is a bit more piano, and a bit more nasal, a bit more precise. Then you can play louder by pushing this upper manual, and then in some harpsichords, not this one, but you have an extra set of strings, and that allows you to play even louder. This one doesn't have, but this one has what we call a lute stop, which I can like that, and then. Which imitates the sound of the lute. So the difference with the piano, because as you can see, it kind of looks a bit the same, but it's in the mechanic, as the strings of the piano are struck by a piece of fabric, and in the harpsichord, the strings are plucked by a little beck, a plectrum, that pluck the strings, and that's why the sound is so different from the piano. And it comes also in all sorts of shapes and form. Really, this one is the more basic, the one that you can see everywhere. But it can go from the little ottavino, that is just a small rectangle, to the huge revival harpsichords with even pedals. And it can also have the shape of a wing, or there's really a lot of different harpsichords that have done a different sound and different expression colors. There are more and more people playing harpsichord in France. I think France is actually maybe the country that has the most young people studying it, because you can also study it as a very young age. You can start at 6 to play the harpsichord. And it's very popular, and yeah, it's very, yeah. You can study it in all France and almost all conservatories. It's very spread, and also in Europe there is a harpsichord class in almost every city. It's really, yeah, very alive. Because I think there was a big revival for early music in France happening in the 60s, 70s, and so I think it became a very people took a lot of interest in this kind of music. I would say a reason rhythm is very important in Baroque music, and also the how do you call it, the text, the relation with the text, and all the figure of speech that you can find also in the music. And yeah, I think the rhythm is very important, and I think it's also very emotional music. It speaks directly to your emotions, and yeah. Yeah, so I will play a few pieces by Jean-Philippe Rameau, which is one of the main French composer, Baroque music composer, but even French composer. He wrote a lot of operas in his late years, but as he was younger, he published some harpsichord solo music. And I will play from the first book he published when he was still very young, and the last book. We were amazed by the audience. It was so great to have such active audience. We could really feel them enjoying and carefully listening and showing us that they liked it. And for us, it's so important to feel something back from the public also, because we give so much, and sometimes when there is no exchange, it's a bit difficult. But here we could really feel this exchange, and it was very nice. Yeah, I think we're a pretty good team. Yeah, there is I think we all like each other and trust each other very much, and yeah, I'm always very happy to see them back and to work with them, play with them. We have a great communication, socially, but also musically, and yeah, so it's very nice.